You're broke. You will not see the light of day. You will work like an animal. That's known as stupid.
Dude, you know how weird this sounds?
They're not even in school and you're already paying $25,000 a head?
Dave Ramsey actually owns almost nothing.
It's your fault in this country if you retire broke.
Dave Ramsey, the king of personal finance, the preacher of no debt, and the man who somehow turned shame into a business model. If you're new here, hey, I'm Celissa Gerbils, and over here we like to question everything, especially the polarizing figures and companies who shape our world. If that sounds like your vibe, then like and subscribe.
I own, I don't even know, 15, 20 houses, and a bunch of commercial real estate as well. How is that not greed? Because I don't own anything, Greg. I'm a Christian, and that means God owns it, and I'm managing it for him. So I guess you're calling God greedy now. Managing money for God. That's my job. And I've done a good job. I've done a better job than Greg has done.
Right. Because nothing says humble servant of the Lord like multiple real estate investments and passive income from struggling tenants. Listen, I don't fully disagree with everything that he spews. If you maxed out 3 credit cards buying Yeezys and vape pens, yeah, you probably need a financial wake-up call. But Dave's advice, it's not just harsh, it's disconnected. It's privilege wrapped in Bible verses. To be fair, some of his foundational ideas aren't bad. Living below your means, budgeting, avoiding unnecessary debt, sure. But the way he delivers it?
That's known as stupid.
It's giving someone who bought a house in 1983 for $80,000 and thinks young people are just lazy. Take, for instance, his saying, don't spend more than 25% of your income on rent. And then you look at the national rent prices and the income averages. Let's break it down. The average rent in the US right now is about $1,650 per month. And the average annual individual income is around $61,984 per year, which comes out to roughly $3,300 per month after tax. 25% of that would be $825 a month. So unless you're living in a time machine or your landlord is your mother, where exactly are you finding a place for $825 per month in 2025, Dave? Over 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and nearly 40% of Americans carry credit card debt month to month. And collectively, we're sitting on over $1.1 trillion in credit card debt. At what point do we stop blaming people and start blaming the system? Like, yeah, some people make dumb financial choices, but what do you call it when rent, food, and healthcare keep going up and wages don't? Even our own government is in debt. Are we going to send Dave to Capitol Hill with a debt snowball spreadsheet? Ugh, I forgot. Someone else is already doing that. These people are calling him for help. They're already broke, overwhelmed, and probably embarrassed. And then Dave hits them with,
that's known as stupid.
Most people were not raised financially literate. We didn't get personal finance courses in school, and our parents were just trying to survive. You think somebody making $17 an hour needs to hear, you shouldn't have leased that car, more than they needed a livable wage? Let's play a game of how much would you need if you wanted to live up to Dave Ramsey's standards. So according to Mr. Ramsey, for rent, you should not spend any more than 25% of your income. You need to be saving 15% for retirement, 10% for a tithing, because we're all Christians. An emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up, pay cash for everything, no credit cards, no car payment. Pay off your house in 15 years. So let's total that up. You would need to be making $120,000 per year with no kids, no health issues, no student loans, and a sprinkle of divine intervention just to exist comfortably. At that point, I would say God owns my properties, because only a miracle would make that math work. I'm not saying personal responsibility does not matter. It does. But what I am saying is Dave Ramsey's version of personal finance was made for a different America, one that doesn't exist anymore. Today's reality, the game is rigged, and instead of acknowledging that, Dave's out here scolding people for not winning it. People don't need to be shamed for struggling. They need practical tools, empathy, and a system that doesn't screw them over at every turn. Debt is the norm, financial literacy is not. And yelling at people does not fix that. What do you think about Dave Ramsey? Have you ever followed his advice? And did it work for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if God owns any of your rental properties, let me know how the lease agreement works. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to question everything with me. And remember, stay skeptical, stay curious, and always question everything, even me.